Hi, I'm Rob, and this is Gems of War, and it's Guild Wars War 1, and it's a blue day. So what we have in store today, we have Death Dealers up against El Tofu. Let's see what we got here. Eldritch Minion Thrall Zulgoth as our Jar of Eyes. So this is a fairly dangerous team if Zulgoth gets charged up. Eldritch Minion converts all brown to purple. That's the main concern there, because it starts with full mana too. And the Thrall obviously only takes a small amount of purple to get charged up, and then destroys a load of gems, charging up their Zulgoth. Right, this is a super attacking team I've got here. I'm not going to go with this one. If they get a couple of 4 matches and I get entangled on the wrong person, this completely messes up my team, and it doesn't have a natural cleanse in it. So I'm not going to go with that one. I think that one's my anti-Zulgoth team, so to speak. Use Half Grim, Half Giant. He's a Godslayer, so he does 5 times damage against the boss, which is Zulgoth. All you need to check on these sort of things is that the damage you're going to do is more than their Zulgoth. So I do 49 damage to the enemy, so that's 250 take away 5, so yeah, that's going to be enough, unless I've got an incredibly stacked Zulgoth, which I don't. That's going to kill that in one go. Right, now idea with this is I do have a cleanse in it with Queen Beatrix, cleansing all allies when matching 4 or more gems. Rope Dart to do the Rope Dart damage, and a Moonsinger to see if we get lucky at the start to charge up our B. Alright, I'm just going to check my medals quick. You don't want the standard medals on this. Yeah, this is my standard set. I'm going to go full Orpheus for this because we don't need the 20% mana start from a Medal of Anu, because I'm in the Titan class, which means that I get 50% mana start, and so does, let's go back to it, sorry, and so does my Half Grim, Half Giant, which is the benefits of Titan class, and Moonsinger starts with full mana anyway, so I'm not going to put on that one medal just for Queen Beatrix when the main reason she's there is for the cleanse, really. Right, regarding the other stuff, the traits I'm going for on this are Impact, Counterattack, Thunder Fist, Blood and Glory. That set meant nothing, if you know what I mean. There was nothing there I could really use. Rock Solid, a Lightning Strike, and Fortitude. And as you can see, I'm going for 3 lots of Orpheus medals. That is not a 30% chance to get cleansed every round if you got affected. It is 3 separate 10% chances, so that is slightly different. Right, on the banners side of things, I've gone for +2 yellow, +1 green, -1 red. So let's dive in. So we'll see if we can get our giant charged up with blue or brown. There's no blue or brown, so that's not the best start we've ever had in the world. And we'll then see if we can do this, a purple to green. That's going to mess up what this does regardless. Alright. The game has been mean to us on the start. There's literally nothing we can do to get a natural start there, but we have got 2 lots of nice yellow here, which is cool. I don't like to rush these Guild Wars games. I like to look at the different possibilities, so no rushing going on. Sometimes it leads to a longer video, but you're welcome to fast forward if it ends up a bit long. Sometimes it ends up long, sometimes it ends up short. But we'll check this first. What do they do? Convert all brown to a purple. So I'll need to check that first, because that gives them a major advantage. I need to sacrifice my own stuff for something that they do. Although that is going to guarantee that Rope Dart gets charged up. So taking the rough with the smooth on the race to get mana. Right, but that is not too bad, because when I take this yellow, it's going to take this one too, which is going to bring that down. Oh no, it's going to take that with it, as long as it doesn't make a 4 match. hard to visualize these things sometimes. Just going to bring it down by 2 dots. I think I am going to go for it. Right, I didn't do it anyway, so that's a bonus. We've got Jar of Eyes as their hero. Now obviously got my rope dart up. But I would like to zap their Zul'Goth out of it first. And I'll get an extra turn with the rope dart, so brown to purple. Let's double check this again. That's just going to do nothing but set me up. No, it's not. It's going to give them a little bit of value there. Could get my rope dart up, or shall I drag their hero to the top already? Right, now let's do this. So I can get Zul in a minute. And that's worked out really good. Because now I can get my half grim, half giant matey boy up. And we can now zap their Zul out of it. And we got affected by the bee. This is why it's good to have the Orpheus medals as well, because the stun obviously affects Queen Beatrix's Royal Honey cleanse. Luckily she's the only one affected at the bottom there, so we'll now concentrate on getting our rope dart up again maybe. Purple to green. This could be worth doing. Got this. I think I'll do that anyway. Even though we were frozen, so it's still worth it. So we still get the damage from this. I think this is worth a go. There's a decent amount of colours we like on the board. Reasonable chance of a extra turn, which didn't work. Never mind. We've already dealt with their main threat, so this game should go okay. Gargoyle gems obviously present in these set of battles. It's good to have someone on your team that explodes gems if you can, because the blue ones are good. The ones with blue eyes is how I remember them, and the ones with red eyes are bad. The ones with blue eyes will give all your team a positive status effect, and the ones with red eyes will give the enemy a bunch of negative status effects. I do try and do my videos on Guild Wars for the benefit of newer players as well, so that's why I like to explain stuff. So now I'm sort of regretting having Rope Dart and Moonsinger that way round, because this is slowing things down now. I'm probably better off trying to get my Beatrix up, to be honest. So that is, I think, what I'm going to do. But we may as well get a double drop on this, see if anything else good happens. Not too worried about them getting that anymore, because that was all there for Zul'Goth. And he is gone. Obviously it's good to get things done as quick as possible. Well, we may as well give him that skull bash. Come on, just give me some green. Well, get rid of them then. They're gone. Don't you dare get a load of lucky skull hits. Don't you dare. Still no green. Come on, game. Well, might as well do a skull hit then. Extra turn. Beatrix has got cleansed. No real benefit to taking that. Yeah, Beatrix will finish off now, so I may as well do that. No, she won't, because they're submerged. See, normally I would notice that, but I start playing these Guild Wars battles normally quite early in the morning when I'm not quite awake, which is probably a mistake. This will do the job now, so we'll just do that. And every single Guild Wars day, I tell myself to wake myself up more first, pay attention to things like enemies being submerged, and every single time I forget. So hopefully I'll wake up soon. Didn't look at the points there, but should be able to see it. Yeah, 3,196. Right, battle 2, and next up it is Crisp Purpose. Right, let's see what we got here. We've got Carnix. Creates 5 skulls, then explodes 10 skulls and gains a bunch of armor, so that's pretty decent in first place. Because it also has damage reduction from skulls by 25% and is immune to all status effects, Devour, Lycanthropy and Mana Burn. Now a standard way to defend against that kind of thing, because what the idea is here, they've got their Doomed Tome, which is going to deal scatter damage, then create a mix of 6 blue and skulls for every blue enemy, which is going to be a lot of skulls. So the idea of this is they've got Scurvy Sea Dog, transforms all green to blue, and Drowned Sailor converts all yellow to blue. So basically 2 separate chances to really charge up their Doomed Tome really quickly, and then create havoc by casting an absolute ton of skulls. The problem we have here is that ordinarily the really easy way to defend against these kind of teams is to start off with a class which gives you a Root Trap, which starts off entangling the first enemy. But Carnix is immune to that, so that is not going to work. I'm not going to use this. Not going to use this team. Obviously, this is the kind of anti-Zorgoth team we just used a second ago. But so we can't entangle them. That's not going to work. And there's no natural converter for blue on against them to remove that. If you know what I mean. Stop them being able to cast that. You can go Astral Spirit, take away the blue ourselves at the start, but that's going to hinder our whatever team we have as well. So I am going to fight fire with fire and just go all out and say who can bash each other into oblivion the first. This is a super attacking blue team. We have the Mirage Queen. Curse all enemies, convert all green gems to Doom Skulls. Elementals start with 50% mana. We have Taipan, starting battles with full mana, transforms all of brown to red. The idea is we get Baldr charged up as quickly as possible. Baldr creates 4 skulls boosted by blue allies. So we've got all blue allies. That's going to be 16 skulls. That is going to be really unlucky if we don't get something from that when we cast that. Usually creates absolute mayhem. And we've got the Arboreal Crystal, which explodes a load of gems and gives a random status effect to elementals and has a summon as well, providing they don't die first. So let's go for this team. Let's have some fun. And the banner for this is a +2 red, a +1 blue, -1 brown. And we're in Elementalist class. Standard traits and Snap Freeze, Insulated, Stone Circle, Watery Binding, Rock Solid, Lightning Strike and Fortitude. Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's dive in and hopefully have a good start, because this could go one way or the other. We can smash them out of the park in good time, or they could do exactly the same to us. Right, now we got our Orpheus medal came in straight away then. I should have put the Medal of Anu on actually, I just completely forgot about that. Forgot I was still in 3 Orpheus mode. Another small mistake. Right, transform all brown to red. If I've got this, this would be really handy, and we have got that, so absolutely doing that straight away. Now our Baldr is up, our Mirage Queen is up, so any kind of 4 match on green is what I'm looking for absolutely first. We'll take this first to see if we get a more good mix of more green. Not quite a Mirage Queen cast, but quite a lot of skulls, and Baldr will create 16 skulls, and there's no point looking at these at this point because basically if we're going to create all those skulls, it could just change everything which we look at. So there's no point looking if you're going to cast Baldr, which we are, because there's no Mirage Queen match. So let's go mad with Baldr. Loads of skulls. And the first death. We've got their bottom troop entangled, but that is not ideal. We can take this and get a 4 match on the brown up the top. Still not quite there on Mirage Queen. 3 matches, but not 4. The cool thing about this is we've entangled the first troop now, which is ideal, and we can cast the Arboreal Crystal to hopefully get Baldr charged up. He got part of the way there. Yeah, this is going to be 2 lots of blue. That might well be enough. Can we do it this way? Brown to red. Not quite. So we'll go with the double blue. And Baldr's ready to go again. Now this is going to be a load more skulls for them. Let's just grab some 4 matches first. Skulls! Let's got Baldr up again. Mirage Queen's ready as well, so we'll do that. It's not enough to kill him right now with that single hit, so I'll do Baldr again. And there it is. Nice win, 3 out of 4 charged. Mostly skull damage, which is good points for Guild Wars. And what did I get out of that? That was 1,400, bang on. Right, battle 3 is against King. Emerald Tier, Beatrix, Mistralis, and Moonrabbit. Emerald Tier gains life, created by green gems, boosted by enchanted allies. Queen Beatrix, we all know about, has an awesome cleanse, and then creates a load of green and brown and does an absolute bunch of true scatter damage with a chance to get an extra turn back. Super dangerous troop, can just repeatedly cast until we are all dead, so we don't want her getting charged up. Mistralis, really great troop, enchants all allies on 4 or 5 gem matches and deals splash damage to 1 to 4 random enemies and then jumbles the board, which can seriously mess things up, and gains an extra turn too. So, and Moonrabbit converting blue to yellow, then giving life to all other allies, then blessing the first ally in their team. So, yeah, so no entangle going on here, I presume, in a Tide Caller. We are frozen, but not entangled at the start. So I could go with this team again. Elementalist is good, because if we get the stun going and get to stun their B, that stops them getting that cleanse. Only thing I am going to do with this is change my medal set slightly. I'm going to switch one of those for a Arnu to give my Baldr a quicker start. Right. Yeah. Go for it again. Fight fire with fire. The fact they're going to transform the colours away with Moonrabbit, the blue away, is like standard defence, but it doesn't affect my Baldr. As long as I can get red, we'll be good to go. But this is a risk. This is a small risk at the same time, has to be said. Anyway, I've pressed it, I've dived in, going for it. And we've got the Taipan conversion anyway. Brown to red, that is absolutely a thing of beauty when you see that at the start of a Guild Wars match. And all these 4 matches, you're going to take them because even though we don't need it anymore, the idea is we want to get their B stunned if we can. And there it is. Right, lots of skulls now. This is a fantastic opportunity to cast the Mirage Queen. One enemy down already. So many skulls there. Baldr really can't miss. Skull Mayhem on Guild Wars Day. Should we go... Yeah, let's give Mirage Queen a bit more action. Now we can go Baldr again. Yeah, it is a rather aggressive Guild Wars team, I would say. But it works. It's pretty decent. All we're relying on is a half-decent start. Just looking if I need to cast my Taipan or not, if that's going to be actually quicker. It is an extra turn, and it will get Baldr up, so I think I'll do that. It's not enough to kill them yet in a couple of hits, so I'll cast my Baldr again. Because we need more than one hit, so yeah. Another nice win. That was 1,533 points. Battle 4 against J. Sweehades. If I'm saying that even vaguely correctly. I have no idea. Very similar battle to the one which was Fight 2, I think. Daughter of Ice converting red to blue. Scurvy Sea Dog transforming green to blue. For the benefit of their doomed tome, which then creates a mix of blue and skulls for every blue enemy, which is going to be a lot. So the same kind of tactic as before, I think. Just try and out-skull them, basically. Obsidious, also a very good troop, dealing heavy splash damage and destroying a 5x5 block, as well as stunning all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches, and reducing damage from skulls by 50%. So not a bad troop in first place at all. So I think we fight fire with fire again. It's worked well so far, and long may it continue. Alright, doesn't look like we've got anything on the conversion on Taipan this time, so the luck had to come to an end at some point. We had a couple of really good games where we started off with that really cool benefit. We've only got this one here right now, and that is no good, but we can certainly start with this. Still nothing on the red to brown. Now we've got the first troop entangled and stunned. That is really cool. That is taken away his stun, so that is absolutely superb. Happy with that. Not rushing this, constantly keeping an eye out for these red to brown for Taipan, but we don't have it on a 4 match, but there's a good amount of green around there, so we can cast our Boreal Crystal and get a lot of mana generation for Baldr, because this is based around Baldr, of course. This is not quite a 4 match taking this. It's going to drop down and not quite be in the correct place. So, go our Boreal Crystal. When there's a storm, there's a good chance of getting a 4 match after that kind of thing as well. There's no red on the board at all now, though, so yeah, our luck has definitely run out. But we have got the top two entangled, so if they do get to cast this, we should be alright. But the only thing that can go wrong is if they get cleansed at exactly the right moment, which it does happen, and it seems to happen on Guild Wars days more than any other day. It's like wow, it's like just the way it goes sometimes, I suppose. No red for Baldr, so this is not great. Next couple of moves could be extremely crucial for the way this pans out. Alright, even though there's a lot of blue there, there's not a lot of matches for it. If I take... oh no, there's that one there as well. So they're going to get blue for their hero no matter what, so I have to rely on them not getting cleansed, basically. I'll take this one because it gets green at the same time. I don't use green, but may cause some sort of cascade somewhere else. No, I'll take that and party. There's still no red. I've got a barrier. I am tempted to skull bait them. Hopefully they'll take that while I get my Baldr ready to go. Oh, they got the cleanse exactly when they needed it. Would you believe it? Wow, but we got away with that. That is a definite big escape. I think they got their cleanse just in time. Wow, that was incredible. The things this game throws up at you sometimes. Alright, going to take a little look around for 4 matches and stuff now, because I kind of feel like there has to be one somewhere. And the amount of times people on the comments say, oh, you missed a 4 match there, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I always miss 4 matches because I tend to rush my Guild Wars sometimes. But what's better, taking that, or does it not make a difference? Or that, I could take this one that does definite 2 hits. That's going to cause an explosion first, which is going to give me some positive status effects. Is that better? Depends what those positive status effects are, I suppose, but we don't know till we take them. Ah, there's a 4 match there. See, I nearly missed it. By taking this, that drops down and gives a 4 match on blue. I'm glad I took my time. Now, Baldr, do your baldy stuff. Wow, that skull reduction is making a monumental difference. It's only 50%. It feels like it's about 90% at the moment. Anyway, have we got green for Mirage Queen? Nope. Have we got brown to red for Taipan? Nope. It's okay. That's not okay. Things could be better. I'll take away this blue naturally first rather than risk the cast of Arboreal Crystal, which can set up the opposition in a rather large way. Still nothing on a conversion regarding Taipan. Alright, this is going to get Baldr up, so we're going to be good to go on the next turn. Slightly unlucky. There's not a ton of skulls, but this should still be okay. Hopefully. Right, that was not too bad. Have we got red to brown? No. Definitely our luck was used up in those early games. But at least their Obsidian should be out of the way, because there's a lot of skulls there. We can cast this again. Right, he's now gone. That's good. Now we've got Mirage Queen here. Four match there. Might as well take the skull hit. Still on the chance they're doomed weapon getting charged up, because the cleanse just happens, you know, all too conveniently sometimes, and there's just, you think you're safe and then you're not safe. You can't presume anything in Guild Wars. Things can go wrong very, very quickly, even when you think they were going well. What should we do? I think you take the skull hit basically. Gonna leave them one there, but they are entangled. This is not going to kill that one outright. I'll take this one here because we pick up a couple of blue at the same time. Good, they got skull baited. One entangled, it makes zero difference. Now I'll look to get my Baldr up. And get this shifting a bit quicker. There you go, there's another one down. Alright, I want to time this correctly on the skulls for Baldr. I don't want to get rid of them. Is this going to entangle the bottom one? No. Right, now I'm relying on some good skulls from Baldr, because I don't want to create just enough to kill that enemy there and then leave them the possibility of a big counter-attack. Hey, good one, Baldr. Good one, Baldy. there it is. Felt longer than it should have been, that fight, but we won it in the end, and that's the main thing. That was 1,625 Guild Wars points. Right, so last battle against the Paragon is Katarina. Scurvy Sea Dog and Doomed Tome again, and Daughter of Ice again, but this time they've chucked Arachnian Weaver into the mix. This is intriguing. Maybe because it's stealthy? Okay, but the idea is much the same as before. On Blue Day, they're transforming to blue to create for their Doomed Tome, so exactly the same as before, and I'm going to go with exactly the same team as before. Just hopefully a little bit quicker than that last battle, which took slightly longer than average. Right, now have we got Taipan looking for a brown to red. Got it in a few different places of 3 matches, but not a 4. Yes, oh yes we have. Wakey, wakey. Right, and we're off and running already. Lots of skulls everywhere. Really good for Baldr. Cast Baldr straight away. There we go, we've got entangled opponents everywhere now. Dead opponents everywhere. I can take this 4 match first. No need to look to Mirage Queen just yet. And Baldr's up again already, but we'll cast that first. We'll now look to Mirage Queen for this. And that is Weaver out of it. And now we go to Baldr and say pretty much that's the end of the game. That was a nice straightforward win. This team really rocks. Love Baldr. He's absolutely one of the best glory troops. I was going to say the best, but I still think Centurion just about edges that. Centurion's fantastic with Zulgoth, an absolutely awesome combination. But yes, Baldr absolutely awesome as well. So I'd like to end this with a double skull donk, but I'm not seeing a double skull donk, so I think I'm going to have to take 1 hit, let them tickle me back because they're not doing anything, and we can look for Taipan, and we've got it here. 1 away then, that was minorly unlucky, but we'll now get him up that way, and then any sort of couple of skull hits now should pretty much do the job, and there it is. A 5-0 day, I'm quite happy with that. It was almost all skull damage teams, apart from maybe the first one, I think. That was using Baldr to a really good extent there. Quite enjoyable battles. 1,782 points there, which is a decent total. Let's see how much we got all together. Altogether 9,536. Anything over 9,500 is a very good day as far as I'm concerned. So pretty happy with that. It's quite early over here, not sure how many people would have started so far. Oh, we've had a couple people start already. Yeah, no one else has really started yet, I don't think. So yeah. Yeah, so a pretty decent start. Happy with that. Well, there's the video. I shall see you tomorrow for War 2. And if you enjoyed the video or found the team useful and all that jazz, be sure to click that like and subscribe button, because there's many more Gems of War videos to come in the future. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.